There's a story out that exactly reflects that particular issue, and let me get it for you. Only 1 in 4 say parenthood, marriage are crucial for fulfilling life. This is from Breitbart. Only roughly a quarter of U.S. adults say having children or being married are extremely or very important for living a fulfilling life, a Pew Research study found. See, for those of you who believe that, society can do just fine without God and the Bible, secular life can be really wise. There is no wisdom in secular life. There was liberty, but that's about it, not wisdom. How many religious people, seriously, how many Jews or Catholics, Protestants, Mormons would say that life is fulfilling? I'm talking about religious Jews. See, you don't have to say religious Christians or religious Mormons, because once you leave the religion, you're not considered a Catholic or a Protestant or an evangelical or a Mormon. But if you leave Judaism, you're still considered a Jew. That's why George Soros, who has zero affiliation with anything Jewish, couldn't give a damn about Judaism, God, or the Jewish people or Israel, is called a Jew. So I'm talking about religious people. Religious people know how important marriage and family. And the opposite is not true. 1 in 4 U.S. adults, when asked what it takes to lead a fulfilling life, the public prioritizes job satisfaction and friendship. I'm with friendship. Job satisfaction is important. The vast majority of human beings, however, did not have job satisfaction. And if they had family and community and friendship, they just did fine. Jobs were considered a vehicle to sustenance, a vehicle to making a living. They were not considered, you find it life satisfying. Very few jobs afford that possibility. And by the way, jobs end. Now you'll say, well, family and marriage end. Well, family doesn't end, theoretically. Can end if people put an end to it. And marriage ends with divorce or death. But still, it is the most viable option for meaning. No job goes forever. Anyway, what is job satisfaction? You're the CEO of Walmart. Is it that satisfying? Some 71% of all adults say having a job or career they enjoy is extremely or very important in order for people to live a fulfilling life. Yeah, but how many of them are there? And that's great when you're 28. That's exciting. A new job, new community, all that. Yeah, what about 20 years later? Forget 50 years later. What about 20 years later? See, this is where wisdom comes in. Who is the wise man, says the Talmud, or ask the Talmud, and they answer it, the one who sees the future, the one who sees what will be born. In other words, the one who asks the question, what are the consequences of my decisions? 61% says having close friends is equally important. Well, you don't have to convince me of the importance of friends. I'll buy that one. I've been talking about that all of my life in my happiness book, etc. 26% say having children and 23% say being married is extremely or very important for fulfillment. A third say each is somewhat important. 42 and 44% say having children or being married are not too or not at all important. Well, We'll see what they say when they're 60. And when you're 60, unless you are struck down by some catastrophic illness, you may have another 30 years to live. May not even have to wait to 60 to ask these questions. Maybe just 50 or 40. Having a lot of money is viewed as extremely or very important for a fulfilling life by 24% of adults. Another 49% say this is somewhat happened. A lot of money. Wow. Not sufficient money. A lot of money. Interesting. Broken down by political affiliation, Republicans are more likely than Democrats to say marriage and parenthood are crucial. However, voters from both sides are more likely to prioritize careers and friends. Wow, that's fascinating. Only 15% of Democrats say being married is very important for fulfillment. Oh, now I understand. I recently learned that a reform rabbi in a very, very large congregation in Los Angeles no longer invokes the traditional centuries-old wish upon the birth of a child that the child grow up for, in Hebrew, Torah, Chuppah, Ma'asim Tovim, for Torah, marriage, and good deeds. By the way, that is my take on what the Jewish Trinity is. Torah, marriage, and good deeds. It's an ancient formula, and it's a great one. It's appropriate for everybody, incidentally. So, since overwhelmingly non-Orthodox Jews are Democrats, it makes sense. Only 15% of Democrats say being married is very important for fulfillment. Okay. Really, all these people are going to be just thrilled to go through life without a partner. I told you, college makes you stupid. Secularism makes you stupid. Not everybody. In general. And the most secular institution is college, and it's the stupidest institution. Because where's the wisdom available outside of the Bible? Once you have the Bible, there's much more wisdom. Dostoevsky, Shakespeare. I mean, there's plenty of wisdom. But not without that book. Only 15% of Democrats say being married is very important for fulfillment. 19% said the same about having children. By comparison, 33% of Republicans say the same about having children and getting married. Well, it's more than double among Republicans.